I fear that Harry was right all along. Even Harrison may have been a little bit right as well. Because when Harry said, yeah, he knows that if he wanted to get Shakira back, he could. I fear he was right. Tonight's Love Island has really shown us that Shakira still wants Harry. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like now is the best time for Shakira to leave because I love her, but I feel like for her mental health, it's best for her to leave now because it's just been bam, bam, bam. The producers have just been boom, 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 uppercut. They've been giving her knuckle sandwich. Why are they doing this to the poor girl? Like, what has she done to you guys for you to actually treat her this way? Because I actually know, and the grafties, oh, I'm getting hot. The grafties isn't even going to help because it's going to paint her in such a light that is not reflective of who she is. I actually feel so bad for Shakira. I feel bad for Connor. I even feel bad for Connor. I actually feel bad for Connor. Anyway, so we start off with, obviously, the dumping, and Billy Kiss goes. I was really pleasantly surprised that Tony immediately said, Billy Kiss is my friend. And even Yaz was like, she's also my friend. Like, so they were actually voting for her to stay, but obviously we understand because Angel has a connection with Ty, it made sense for Billy Kiss to go. And when they said Billy Kiss's name, this girl was so stoic. I said, wow. Like, she showed no emotion. It was not until she spoke to Cash that's when she finally showed emotions. And I get it, because she even said that if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But girl, I said, damn, it's so impressive to be able to be so stoic in a situation like that. Like, I actually rate her. Like, that was impressive. But like, girl, we don't always gotta be stoic. Like, but I love her. I love her. She's great. Anyway, and she's classy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like, Cash definitely is gonna miss her. Even when he was watching her go, I love Billy Kiss. I stan. Anyway, Harry and Connor then talk, and Connor obviously says that, he can tell that Shakira has walls up because of her relationship with Harry. And I feel like Harry was eating this up. He was just there like calculating, okay, so this girl, she must still like me. Like, and obviously Connor was there overthinking. He's comparing the relationship. Connor sensed, like, he knew that Shakira wasn't all in it. Like, he knew it. Bless him. I do feel for him. Cash and Tony then talk, and it made me laugh so much when Tony was like, do you want to go for a chat? And he was like, no, not really. I was panicked. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually scared that he was being authentic, but obviously he didn't mean it. And then, they got their kiss. And then Tony's like, we're so back. We're so back. Yes, you guys are so back. I'm not denying that. You guys are so back. And then Jamie and Yasmin were chatting. And then she's like, oh my God, favorite girl. And all I can say is, yeah, Jamie is such an amazing man. Because some men are actually jealous of their girlfriends. And Jamie does not give that. And I just love it, as you should. Bring your girl up when she's feeling hot. I love it so much. Anyway, Connor then was chatting to, I don't know who he was chatting to, but he was basically just saying how, like, he was there for Shakira throughout the whole Harry thing. So he knows how Shakira is when she is in it for a man. So he knows that she's holding herself back. And I hear it, man. And then Meg and Dejan doing up midnight gymnastics in the bedroom. All I can say is, where was the pacing? It was giving Jack Rabbit. It was giving, you're doing this only for your sake. You're not thinking about the woman. Because it sounds like she's going to get some carpet burns. But anyway. Then Shakira was chatting to the girls, and I was just really shocked. Like, I was really shocked that she actually still wants Harry. Like, low-key. Like, I was shocked. And then she was saying how, if she puts her cards on the table, like, exclusive means jack shit. Like, so she knows that Harry will go back to her. And he also knows that Shakira will go back to him. That's crazy to me. Anyway, Meg and Helena are chatting. And, like, Helena's like, oh, did you guys have sex? Da, da, da. And Meg is just being really, like, coy, really. But I think it's just, she felt really awkward about talking about sex. Because she feels like it's boy chat. But she's like, no, like, girls, we should be able to talk about it as well. And 100%, you should be able to. But yeah, and then Dejan was chatting to Harry. I'm just like, is this part, your plan is aligning. Anyway, he's like, oh, I'm nearly there, bro. Like, I'm nearly there. And then Harry's like, oh yeah, I accidentally wanted to say I love you to Helena. I was like, oh no, I can't. I just said, these two boys. I'm sorry, guys. We have to actually accept it. They're making it to the finals. I've accepted it. They're making it to the finals. I've accepted it. Tony finally got Cash to the hideaway. I was like, yeah, well done. And it was cute because she was like, you know, we don't even have to be sneaky. We're just here authentically. They have a passionate kiss. It was actually very cute. They're so back. And then Harry said to Helena, like, oh yeah, I fucked around in here because that's all I could do. I'm just like, what the heck? Because they were talking about boundaries and stuff and like boundaries outside the villa. And I was just like, damn. So you just felt like you couldn't really do much in the villa. So you just wanted to mess around with people's feelings. That's actually insane to me. And then Shakira and Tony talk, and she basically just says how she's never really gotten over Harry, and she jumped ship to Connor and thought it was going to be this like remarkable connection, and she just doesn't see him in that light. And I love that Tony was just validating Shakira and everything. She's like, that's okay, like that's, you know, because obviously Shakira was really battling with the idea, and she was like, Tony was like, you know, you need to talk to him about this. And then Shakira and Harry were talking on the stairs. That was so random. Like, I did not expect to see them talking. And they were just talking about, you know, life outside the villa. And obviously Harry was being flirty, saying, oh, they'll see each other outside, da 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 da. And you could see, like, you can tell that she misses him, and you can also tell that he misses her. Like, it was actually very obvious that they were reminiscing about their time together. And then obviously Connor walks in. Shakira doesn't acknowledge him. He walks back out. Shakira doesn't acknowledge him. And apparently they hadn't spoken all day. And then he obviously walks in at that situation. I felt for Connor. I get it. And he was just overthinking bears. That's why I also kind of feel like red string theory is kind of crazy. And especially with the bracelet being red string, because him and Meghan then coming together. I don't know. It just seems like, it does seem written in the stars. I'm not even a hopeless romantic, but it does give that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But what I'm really sad about is I feel like we've literally seen Shakira's star, like her sparkle has just dulled. Like her star is just flattened. I'm so sad to see the Shakira that started and the Shakira now. They've actually successfully broken her spirit, and that breaks my heart because she's not been 100% herself, and it's actually so sad. Look what Harry has done to her. And then when she was like, hurt people to Connor. I remember when I said that to one of my ex-friends, like that statement is so true. When someone is hurt, they will try and hurt you. And she actually did well not trying to hurt Connor. And I'm happy she finally said something to him. But it was him that actually initiated the conversation. But Connor was so sad. And you could see that he was trying to hold back the tears. I was just like, oh. And then when Shakira was crying to the girls and she was just saying how she's like mourning a version of Harry that she had in her head. And that's the sad thing. We always think about, especially in relationships, we think about a man's potential, and then like that's what you're sad about. It's that potential, what you thought they could be. But take him for who he is, because that is who he is, girl. And then obviously they get a text, and the divine timing is crazy. Obviously Connor and Angel pick for the dates. And then I see Meg and Blue walking in, and I saw Meg was wearing the bracelet. That was crazy, because I'm sure in the pictures, when you went to the White Fox party, you were not wearing that bracelet. And that's why your bracelet isn't brown, because Connor was looking at it to see if it's brown. It wasn't brown because you've not been wearing it. Anyway, they talk, Connor and Megan talk on their date, and she just said that she felt really embarrassed watching him go from girl to girl, and felt like he was playing a game just to stay in the villa, and it was just like placeholder. And he said that it's because he'd been chasing that feeling that he had with Meg. I don't really believe that. But you know what? He's good at thinking on the spot. And then he just said that he hasn't been feeling it with Shakira. And then I was thinking, what the hell? What do you mean by that? Then he explained, and he's like Shakira, but she hasn't liked him back. So I get that. He's not lying. He knows it's not the love, or the feelings haven't been reciprocated. Unrequited love. Then Angel and Blue talk, and Blue just keeps saying, I told you I wasn't fucking leaving. Okay, how many times are you going to say that? You're back. Congrats. But I didn't really feel the chemistry with Angel and Blue. Don't know. But when he was like, oh, Angel was his type to his T, I said, yeah, that's why Lima was never your type. Okay, we get it. And then Tony, what's his name? Harry was like flirting again with Shakira in front of Tony, and Tony was like, an exclusive man doesn't say this. I was like, yeah, facts. Helena is definitely threatened by Harry and Shakira, and Connor also didn't realise that Blue was there, which was quite funny. And then the graph are tomorrow, so it's going to be peak.